What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to is today Wednesday? Wednesday early stream. I know we're usually streaming a little later, but we came a little early today. Have dinner plans tonight, so was like, bro, I gotta go live, right? Already got my twisted tea popped open. And let's jump right into this. So I hope everybody's having a great. I keep wanting to say it's Thursday, but it's not Thursday yet. So I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. I know we've seen not too much excitement. You know, it's been happening, for the last week, 2 weeks. We really haven't seen much going on. But let's just jump right into it. A couple big news stories that we have that we're going to cover. We'll cover, obviously, all our normal projects that we normally cover. DeFi, if you guys have any questions, obviously, let me know. Before we even start, make sure you guys hit those likes. If you're not already, I know most of you guys are. Hit the subscribe and think about becoming joining the membership as well. So, what up, Larry, Shazan, Prodigy with the sad face, Rob, Nico, Gina, what's up, girl? Rugged again, what's going on, bro? Finally made it. Bullish. Yeah, Rugged said, why are we early today? Just because, bro, I wanted to make sure. Our normal streaming time, I'm going to be consumed. So I just wanted to make sure. So anybody that's, normally watches or can't watch now that watches later, they'll be able to still watch the stream. I'm sure nothing's going to change from now to maybe 2 hours from now. So April, Red Rum said, not going to lie, but Milady devs are starting to piss me off. And April saying pretty much the same thing. Disappointed that Milady didn't post today on anniversary. We'll pull up their X, their Twitter, as I always like to just keep calling it Twitter. We'll pull it up and see what the hell is going on. But yeah, I mean, I guess honestly, guys, what I would say is don't look too much into it. Don't look too much into it right now. Maybe they have something on the horizon that they're just waiting. They don't want to drop anything right now. I don't know. I'm just trying to keep a positive note. I'm sure if you go and look at other big projects, they don't literally tweet or X every freaking day, And I know that Milady hasn't been tweeting a lot recently, but they normally do that. They'll go dormant as far as on their Twitter, and then out of nowhere they just freaking flood their Twitter with all kinds of stuff. So it is what it is, right? At the end of the day, we're here for the project. I'm not here for tweets, but I do understand where you guys are coming from as far as the tweets. So while we are on the topic of Milady, let's talk about it. So today, I actually did add to my bag earlier today, catching this drop right here at around 14.7 for Milady. Right now, everything in the market is just basically, it's unpredictable right now. I was talking to a lot of people on the Discord, and a lot of people are basically members. And one of the things that we do cover on the channel on the members only stream is basically how to be a better trader. What I use as far as leverage trading and what I do as far as leverage trading, how I go about it. And, I did open up. I'm going to show you guys here in a second what I did open up, but I quickly closed it out. I made a little bit, 10-15% profit and jumped out because the markets are freaking up and down today. They're just unpredictable, and I don't want to have a leverage trade out right now. I really don't. So, but I'm going to show you a couple plays that I have going on. Real quick, I'm gonna drop the Discord link in the chat real quick. So if anybody that's not in here wants to join our Discord, you guys can. I think we have roughly about 200 people as of now in our Discord. And like I always tell you guys, I mean, we got people from all across the globe. So I mean, even if you're from the States and you're up late in the middle of the night or something and you want to talk crypto, we got people all in there talking. We got everybody from across the pond talking, and then vice versa, right? So I just dropped the Discord in the link in the chat, so make sure you guys join that. So, all right. So today, what the hell is going on, guys? What is going on? And you know what? I'm just making it sound dramatic because that's how everybody's acting, but we know what's going on, guys. We know. You guys have been following the channel. We've been following the streams every single day, and nothing's going to change from what I said yesterday, 3 days ago, to what I'm going to say today. This is predictable. This is what Bitcoin normally does after post-halving. It's not fun. I'm not going to say it sucks, but it's not fun. But if you're taking advantage of these dips and you've been accumulating, you should be in a good mood, right? I know I am. I picked up Milady earlier today. I've been picking it up as we've been dropping, so I'm a happy camper. For Bitcoin, remember last night we called this little real jagged head and shoulders that I drew. I didn't realize it was so sloppy, but we just did it on the fly, and I was like, you know what? Look at this. It looks like we're forming some kind of a head and shoulders right here. And then this was when we were pretty much right here, and I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if this leads us to the downside. I was calling for a spot for some support on Bitcoin around 61.6. We didn't necessarily hit that. We hit 61.787. So right above this spot right here that we have mapped as some support. And you can actually see that we've hit this spot multiple times. I should have this mapped out, but I don't like putting lines so freaking close to each other. So I kind of go for a general spot of where I think it's going to go. But you can see we hit right here. But look previously, what was this? This was back in the 29th of April. We had a dip, but we dropped down almost exactly where we found support earlier this morning at around that 61.780, somewhere around there. So, you know, Bitcoin right now is doing what's expected. It does every 4-year cycles, guys. Every 4-year cycles, we go through this. Sometimes it's a little bit longer than others. Sometimes it's shorter. We don't know the time frame necessarily now. But with everything that we cover every day on the channel, a lot of bullishness as far as what's going on in the back end with the ETFs for Hong Kong. You know, a lot of other things that are going on. Mostly bullish compared to some very slight bearish stuff, you know, with the SEC and stuff like that, which I don't think is really going to affect the market much. We are poised to eventually start shooting back up. So that's why I always say it's going to happen when you least expect it. It's going to happen out of nowhere. You're going to wake up and Bitcoin's going to be up, you know, running back up towards 70,000 on a nonstop move. So all I can say, guys, is what I've been saying. Take advantage of the dips on any of your favorite projects. Eat them up. Just focus on what you have long term, right? Don't focus on what we're doing right now in the market as far as in the last few days, the last few weeks, because it's going to drive you crazy. It really is. It's going to drive you crazy. So, like I said, we have support at around this 61.6. We actually have the 100-day SMA right here, right above that support level. Isn't that coincidental? Right above that support level, it has pretty much found a spot, and it's sticking to that right there. So I think if we do see any more pain for right now, those are going to be two pivotal spots that are going to hold us for right now. So real quick, I want to bring up, so for Solana, you guys know if I leverage trade, I usually do Bitcoin or Solana. Particularly was messing with Solana earlier, and OMG, let me tell you something. You got to be careful with trading for this leverage trading right now, because it is just absolutely insane right now. If you look at the 2-hour, it doesn't look too crazy, but really when I leverage trade, I zoom in, and I'm usually on the 5-minute, the 3-minute here. And let's see here. I opened up a short somewhere around, where was it? I opened up a short somewhere around the 47. I want to say it was like one of these areas right here. I opened up a short, right, for Solana, and this thing starts shooting up out of nowhere. I'm like, oh man, my liquidation, yeah, this was it right here. My liquidation zone was at around 149. It opened up a 50x. Which is a little risky. I'm not recommending anybody that's in the members only. You guys know, especially if you're just starting off, I always say smaller leverage. Make sure you guys use those smaller leverage so it gives you a little bit broader range as far as if you're going to get liquidated. And today I opened up, you know, a 50x. It wasn't too crazy as far as the amount, but I opened it up. We started, you know, shorting like I knew we would, right? And then we bounced and we started moving and moving. And my liquidation zone for me to get liquidated on that move was at 149.10 cents. Look where we shot up to, $148.94. We were literally 15 cents away from me getting liquidated completely, and I held it. I actually was talking to somebody today, and I was like, you know what I had to do while we were running up? At this point, when we were already up here, I was like, I'm not going to close my position. I'm already like 70% down. So I was like, I'm just going to leave it be. If I get liquidated, I get liquidated. Lesson learned, right? I let it be. I come back. I actually was checking it while I was gone away from the computer on my phone because I'm addicted, right? And I'm checking it, and I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, it's going to get liquidated. I was like, I'm just not even going to worry about it. And I had to do some stuff. come back, and we are back down here. I'm like, hell yes, we finally started to break, so obviously hindsight 2020, opening up the short up here would have been the best move, but I opened it up at around 147, caught it when it dropped down to like somewhere, not on the bottom, but somewhere around here, made like a 15% little gain, and I jumped out. I closed my position. I was like, you know what? Today is just not the day that I'm going to be leverage trading, because you guys can see as we dropped, you can see these swings just up and down. If you can ride these swings and you can plan them out perfectly, you can make some good money. You can make some good money on leverage trading. But, for someone like myself, where I'm just like, I don't really want to be glued to the damn charts on a day like today where it's just like up and down, up and down. I was like, bro, I'm closing this position and I'm moving on, right? And I can't tell you, I closed that position for like a 15% gain, and I was like, I was like, whew. I was like, that was a close one. I was like, I'm not getting back into it. I was like, I'm going to let this market kind of figure itself out. Maybe if we keep dropping, I'm going to open up a long here eventually, and hopefully I catch that bottom, right before we start shooting up. But for right now, with this tight range of movement that we're having, especially for today, I'm going to stay away from leverage trading. So that's my story for today, right? So Bullish said, how do I start trading with you guys? I have no idea what I'm doing. Bullish, aren't you, you're on the Discord, weren't you just asking that? If you're in the Discord, brother, should be able to walk you through. I don't know exactly what you need help with as far as trading. Like, are you like completely like, I need help setting up an account, all that good stuff? Well, then you're going to have to wait till this weekend for the members only stream. And what I can do is I can cover a little bit of time with you, and we can focus on whatever you need as far as being a better trader, because I see you are a member, brother. So I definitely, if you need help by this weekend, Saturday, on our members only stream, I will walk you through that. Shouldn't take much time at all. Larry said they're rumored about Mother's Day on the 12th. Who knows, though? And another thing, too, is I could have sworn that Milady dropped on the 11th. I could have sworn they dropped on the 11th or the 12th. So I could be wrong. They were saying the 8th. So maybe that's why they didn't tweet today for anything. Maybe, it is the 11th or the 12th. So who knows? We'll check it out. We'll check their Twitter out and stuff like that. Randy, what's going on? Pink says, does anyone know if Milady's votes are down? I'm wondering if Binance is going to announce if she became second place. Shazan said, make sure you guys hit the like. I think the competition's over, Pink, if I'm not mistaken. So Owen said, is the voting on Milady a prediction vote? What do you mean by that? So what they're doing is they're looking to add people to add coins for future trading, right? So future trading, pretty much almost like leverage trading and stuff like that. What do you think the market's going to do? They're offering that on their platform for, I guess, whoever wins the competition. So Mohammed, welcome back, brother. Welcome back, bro. What's going on, man? If it's broken, FedEx delivered it. All right, here we go. Shazan said, come on, guys. 33 watching and 12 likes. We got 15 now. Come on. Let's go, guys. All right, perfect. So let's just jump right into some things right here. I guess let's jump into DeFi first, and I want to cover some news. So a couple of things today. I did jump in on this project bad. I know a lot of people were talking about this. I jumped in on this project a little earlier today, so I want to see what happens. New project that just dropped. Market cap is very low at around $550,000. So wanted to see if this would be a nice little play here. I waited till it kind of dropped down and found some support, and let's see how it rides. Doesn't look bad at all. It's got decent liquidity. The market cap, like I said, is relatively low. They've only been out for technically 2 days as of now, so we'll see if this project can survive. Hopefully it can. A couple big projects that have been struggling, and we've been talking about these projects, right? We've been covering them. Call is one of the big projects that really has not been able to just get out of the funk and we're gonna stretch out our trend line because still to this day, call has not broken out of the trend line at all for right now. And I did say this like a week ago as we were coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if we start coming back and retesting some of these levels. And that's exactly what we've done so far. We came back down, even though we came in between. We didn't bounce exactly like we did back here on this 55, but you can see we came damn close to around the 57. So, all I can say for call is I think long term, I'm very bullish on call. Short term, I'm going to be bearish for right now just because we've seen nothing but a downward trend. And it hasn't been like this is just for a few days. This has been for the last week. April 30th, it looks like. So it's been over a week. We've been seeing nothing but downward movement for a call. It looked like they were going to break out, right? They dropped. You can see they dropped. It looked like they were coming out, breaking into a new trend. Nope. Came right back onto the trend highway of going down, and you can see they've continued to do that. So for me personally, not really jumping in on call as of right now. If they do see some kind of a dramatic drop on call, I will jump in. But for right now, I'm staying clear of call. I do think, like I said, long term, it'll be a decent play. But for right now, it had such big movement, that it can't stop the sell pressure for right now. It can't. So, Mary holding strong, man. I feel like it's the same story with Mary. Mary has just been holding strong for a while. Since they've gone on this nice run, it looked like they were about to start retracing, but they basically just recaptured all their gains. Actually came back and made a higher high right here at an all-time high, which it wasn't nothing too crazy high from the previous one, but you can see they made an all-time high in the last 2 days, and they've been holding this 236, basically finding support at the 236. And like I always tell you guys, whenever a project's coming off a local high or an all-time high, if they can stay and hold that 236, which it didn't, right? You can see, if you would have asked me back here, I was like, it wouldn't look good because they were hitting their head on the 236, right? But they didn't fall crazy. They were bouncing off the 382, so I was like, there might be some hope here. And you can see a nice little W pattern. They broke above. That's when they made their all-time high. And they basically have been just bouncing off of this 236 right here. So, looks absolutely great. All right, so let's see here. Red Rum said, is AGI coming up on US? Is AGI coming up on a US in Binance listing? I don't know, bro. We don't use Binance in the States. We're not allowed to use Binance, if that's what you're asking. We can't use Binance, unfortunately. I Say Hungry said, what do you think about the SEC attacks? I think, you guys remember the rant I went through? Was that last night or the day before? I went on like a 20-minute rant on how we need to get Gary Gensler the hell out of here. 1, 2, what do I think about it? I think it's a bunch of hogwash. And they already, just like they got their ass handed to with XRP, they're just trying to do anything right now to smear crypto. So they are just it's like throwing darts in the dark, praying that it's going to stick on the wall somewhere, right? So they don't get, because they have endless money, they have the time, right? They're basically just, they don't give a crap. They're just going to, as long as Gary Gensler is the top at the SEC, he's going to keep basically instructing all his little minions to do whatever they can to look through each and every crevice to try to get crypto, right? And on the flip side, like I said, they have their freaking Twitter getting hacked, causing hundreds of millions of dollars in liquidations during the ETFs, which is, who cares, right? Was brushed under the rug. Who cares, right? Doesn't matter. But their statement is that they're looking out for us, for me and you. They're looking out for us. But at the same time, they're making people lose money, 1, and 2, they're trying to attack a whole sector that is not going anywhere, right? They're trying to, instead of making regulations and making crypto a safer place for you and I, They're not. They claim that they're doing that, but they're actually just really trying to smear and throw crypto through the mud. And I mean the whole crypto, right? Because they know if they do by chance win one of these cases or whatever the hell, or even if they just prolong a case and it's just in the news, it's going to basically not be a good look for crypto. And that's what they're looking for. That's pretty much what they're looking for at this point. So, but we won't fully get back into it because I went off for 20 minutes, probably longer about that. You know, if you're invested in crypto, it should piss you off. It really should piss you off. So, MeX, what's going on, brother? Said I'm 100% with you, but I have sold some of Milady, but I bought more call because call is a big discount right now. Hey, listen, you won't hear anything negative about that move on my end, brother. Trust me. If you think that the bigger play, or if you want to diversify and kind of split your stuff up, you know, I respect that. You guys know that I actually previously moved my whole position of Milady. You guys know that I ended up moving my position back here when we were on this run, and I ended up just picking everything right back up when we dropped down here. And then today, I just picked up more on this dip. So, I mean, do what you have to do, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and criticize anything as long as you're not selling NFK. I'm just kidding. We're holding that for life. At least until we hit our 100 million, right? We have to plan a party, right? We're flying all the investors down to Florida when we hit 100 million. So, you know, and I don't mean investor like you hold on to $1. You need to be an investor in NFK. And we're going to be celebrating when we hit that $100 million. So, Jay, what's going on, brother? Finally made it. Appreciate that. So let's jump in real quick, guys. Overcome, what's going on? And Red Rum, I saw your comment, bro. So let's jump into a couple of things. I know we were just covering DeFi, and you know, like I said, what were we at? We were at call. We went to Mary. Pasta's been down. Ryoshi, you know, I have a bone to pick with Ryoshi real quick. So earlier today, we dropped down and we bounced right here cleanly on the 618. Catch the dip, and I'm sitting here and I'm like trying to buy. And I honestly want to say that a Bisube is probably the worst swap that is on Cronos. And I'm sorry if you're invested in this. I'm going to just tell you straight up. Ibisube, I don't like it. I've had issues trying to sell stuff. I have issues, dude, all day, all this morning for like 30 minutes while it was down here. I'm sitting here trying to buy in on Ryoshi. Finally, right? Finally going to pick a bag of some Ryoshi. And the transfer or the swap wouldn't go through. Just sitting there hourglassing. I have Wi-Fi. My internet's perfectly fine. I went on to VVS and made some buys and sales. I went on to onto MMF. Buys and sells taking 5 seconds for it to go through. Ibisube, not nothing for 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, I'm done with Ibisube. Honestly, you guys can keep Ryoshi. I'm not buying in on some swap that can't even swap. So that's my gripes with Ryoshi. Do I think the project has potential? I mean, it's done really well. Something like that pissed me off where I'm like, bro, I'm not even, because this isn't the first time that I've had to deal with this. When I bought in on push back down here, I bought in on push and sold up here. It gave me issues. It was giving me issues almost to where I was like, is this some kind of a scam on the token? And finally, after like hours of me sitting here just doing the same thing, trying to swap, it finally went through. I'm like, bro, this is trash. So, staying away from it, guys. I personally am staying away from it. It's just my opinion, though. So, looking at the bubbles for the day, you guys can see, to be expected, like I always say, the market, is just not doing the best right now. And we are in the red. We're in the red. Rune, Thorchain, not too bad, up 8%. What the hell is this? Shearly? Never seen it. ADA, Cardano's up 3%. That's a little odd. And that's pretty much it. Caspa's up. But for the majority of the market, we're just, we're going through it right now. We're going through it, and I keep telling you guys, I don't want to just sound like a broken record. This is, if you've been through this, this should be expected. One, if you've been through it, you should know that we are going to be going through this most likely. And two, if you, I'm looking at this real quick. And two, if you've been following the channel, we've been kind of calling this, that this was going to happen, right? We kind of said that most likely we're going to be going through a real boring period of time. 6 to 8 weeks. It could be 6 to 8 weeks, guys. Not 6 more weeks or 8 more weeks. It could be, but we're probably looking at another 4 weeks, most likely, of us kind of chopping around. Hopefully it doesn't take as long, though. What is this? Oh my God, look at this. Let's go check out Milady's let's check out their Twitter. So May 1st. They're kind of going back into this is what they were doing for a while. This is what they did for a while. I mean, this is what they did for a solid 8 months. They just literally posted the Milady face on, the background of other stuff. We'll have to see. I'm telling you guys, let's check out. We'll come back to this when Mother's Day, I think this weekend, I believe it's the 12th, right? We'll come back and check it out and see. Hopefully they at least acknowledge women on Mother's Day, right? Scumbags. Just kidding. All right, so let's see here. Overcome, what's going on? Prodigy, what's going on, bro? What is the deal? He said Galaxy. Man, my boy's been screaming that. Galaxy Ape. We'll check that out. Shazam said, make sure you guys hit the like button. And what do you think about Meneki? We haven't checked that out in a few weeks. EOS said, don't forget about Kreese. We won't. Owen said, Milady is on monk mode. And Amor, yes, we are here early. We are here early. So let's check out Galaxy Ape, because if he freaking brings up Galaxy Ape one more freaking time, I'm probably going to lose it. All right, so let's pull this up. You guys should have seen what he was posting in the Discord. I'm not even going to bring it up, but and then he wasn't even dropping no Diddy after it, bro. That was the questionable thing, but we won't even bring that up. So yeah. Sorry, Prodigy. I've been sipping these teas a little early today, bro. Guys, stay hydrated. Bro, it's 92 degrees right now down in Florida. 92 degrees. What's the temperature where you guys are at? I know we're all across. 92 degrees right now. It's a little too early in the year for us to be hitting 90 degrees in Florida. I think it's going to be a hot one here, which means we're probably going to be dealing with more storms. So, Prodigy, you are correct. Remember, we did talk about this, about it finding support at the 786. So, if you did catch that 786, like your boy told you, right here, look at this clean bounce off the 786. It did bounce, and it actually broke above the 618 for right now, right? I say right now because you do see a few red candles forming. So I think what would be a bullish move would be it coming back down and bouncing off the 618, which would be around the 1195 area. If it can come back and find some support on this 618, you'll probably see a continuation of a nice little move. I will tell you, the 0.5, you can see the 0.5, you hit your head right here. So this is going to be a spot for some resistance. So if you find that support and you start running up, keep an eye out on this 0.5, which is going to be that 1560 area right there. That's going to be a spot where it's going to probably have to retest it multiple times for it to break. So market cap crazy low, liquidity very low for a Solana project, but you obviously, it's been out for over a week, so you know that everything is okay as far as any kind of a pull. But you know, this could be the play. You know what I'm saying? Has a small market cap. So Nico said he's in Montreal and it's raining. We have BP's in Jamaica right now. Shout out to BP if you're watching. I'm sure he's probably down there, you know, not paying attention to the stream. But he lives up in Canada, and he's been saying before he left, like yesterday, he said it's been raining a lot. So I guess you guys are going through your rainy season because obviously you guys know when it starts warming up, you're going to get that rain, right? So I'm sure it's probably like cool and rainy, right, where you guys are at. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm about 1,000 miles south of you down in Florida, and it's hot. The heat's coming. April said, oh, April, you're in Newfoundland? Rain as always. I know I probably didn't pronounce that correctly, but that's crazy. Newfoundland. You don't, me personally being from the States, you don't hear about people, like I don't run into people that are from there a lot, you know, so that's a new one. Overcome. Hold on. Jay said it's 72 in SoCal. Jay, take that out of here, bro. We already know, bro. We already know Southern California is like paradise. We already know, y'all. It's like 72 degrees 11 months out of the damn year over there, bro. I never forget. I flew over to Sacramento. I left Florida, and this was on 4th of July. It's like 97 degrees in Florida, right? Hot as can be. 4th of July, I fly to Northern Cali over to Sacramento. And when I get off, I'm in Florida attire. Tank top, shorts, you know, got my hat backwards, get straight up looking like a Floridian. Get off the plane, it's rainy, and it's like 37 degrees. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Cali time, in Sacramento. I'm like, bro, what in the hell? It was on July the 4th. It was freaking chilly and rainy up in Northern Cali. So that Cali weather is crazy over there. Like Southern Cali, it's like 70 degrees year round. So Prodigy said, nah, see, I ain't going to expose. Okay, yeah, don't even bring it up, bro, because yours were all suspect today, bro. Bogart said it is 30 here in Bermuda. What do you mean 30? 30 Celsius? It's 30 here in Bermuda. Oh, yeah, Bermuda. Isn't that tropical, bro? Rob said, can you take a look at Myro? Yeah, we'll bring up Myro. Damn, look at this drop. Shit, I should have been paying attention. I would have opened up a small little long. And you're like, Crip, a long? Yes, I would have opened up a long right here. If this thing comes down and bounces off this 140, Prodigy, be ready. I'm going to probably open up a long here. The market's just closed. That's why we're seeing some volatility. Let me pull up Myro real quick from my boy Rob. So Myro has gotten into that point. Let me zoom out. I'm looking at the 3-minute on my leverage trading charts. So Myro has gotten into that point where it's right before my buy zone. And I honestly wouldn't even like be knick-knacking. As far as where it's at right now, not a bad time to buy in on Myro whatsoever. It's at under 15 cents. Myro market cap is 140 million. 138 million. So, I mean, it's low. Market cap is low. You can see it's right there at around 14.7 cents. My technical buy zone is at 14.5, so 14.5 cents or lower for Myro is my buy zone. So honestly, right now, like I've been telling you guys at the beginning of the stream, for pretty much any project right now is a solid time to buy. You're getting beautiful discounts right now. So my opinion, though. April said it's beautiful here, scenery-wise. Nice. When Milady erases all those zeros, everyone can come here for a whale watching. Is there? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing some whales, but after like a few hours, I'd be like, all right, what are we doing? Where are the hot spots at? Right. Nico said my daughters were in Miami last week. It was nice weather there. bro. But from Nico, from last week to where we're at today, the weather has like gotten it's gotten so humid, like it's literally feels like it's summertime from just last week to where it is right now. So Rob said he's got a big bag of Myro. Nice, bro. And you know what? If you still have dry powder on the side, right now is not a bad time to be just dollar cost averaging in on Myro, in my opinion. Shazan said it's 14 degrees here in the UK. Damn. That's crazy. Oh, you just bought a big bag, Rob. Oh, nice. Nice. Like I told you guys, bro, this community is great. We're literally all across the globe. You can see. And you know what's funny is I'm catching a lot of you guys because I know it's probably late where you guys are at because it's in the middle of the day over here in the States. So I know it's probably nighttime or getting to be nighttime where you're at. Let's see here. Rob said it's 20 degrees in Australia and 4:30 a.m. Got to get off the charts and sleep. Damn. That's crazy, dude. So it's literally 12-hour difference from where I'm at right now, Rob. It's 12:30 p.m. where I'm at. That is absolutely crazy, dude. I'll be thinking about it when I wake up at 5 in the morning that it's going to be 5 o'clock in the afternoon over there. That's crazy. Absolutely craziness. Let's check out some news since we've already checked on everyone. That's sick. That was sick. What kind of advertisement are they having on these damn channels now? Come on. I see somebody wiping a baby. That looked like a little rare. All right, so nearly all FTX creditors will get 118% of their funds back in cash, a state said in new plan. That's pretty dope. But is it, right? So the bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange FTX has proposed a new reorganization plan that would see a whopping 98% of its creditors get back 118% of their claims in cash within 60 days of the court approval, according to the new documents filed Tuesday evening. Under the plan, other non-governmental creditors would get back 100% of their claims plus up to 9% interest to compensate them for the time of value of their investments. The arrangement is still subject to approval by the Delaware Bankruptcy Court overseeing the bankruptcy case. The proposed payout are higher than earlier estimates from the FTX estate, which said in October it expected to pay back only 90% of its customers' funds in January. Current FTX CEO John J. Ray III revised that estimate, telling the court he expected to be able to pay customers back in full. Though the crypto market has rebounded since FTX collapse and some of these words, like I know what it is, but it's like I can't say it out of my mouth. I don't know if it's the T's or what. I can't say that. I know what it is, but I can't say that. But let's see here. In the bankruptcy, irking many of FTX customers who have missed out on the opportunity to profit from the run-up in crypto's prices while their funds are stuck in bankruptcy limbo. So I'm going to put a pause right here. And I'm going to say this is great, right? We're seeing if any of you guys were affected with FTX's collapse, you had money on it, 98% of you are going to get your money back, right? And you're going to get it back 100% plus 9% interest, which is great, right? Is great. What I think is some BS is that these people behind the scenes probably made out and made money because everything that you're holding on their cryptocurrency has all gone up in the last year and a half, right? Some projects have gone up hundreds and hundreds of %, and they're able to give back just what you had in there. So they're giving you back your value because they're giving it back in cash. They're not giving it back to you in coins or tokens. They're giving it back to you in cash, and they're going to give you back what your 100% of what you had 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, right? So think about that. The money that you actually missed out on as far as being able to sell. So, I think that is dope that, that they're giving back the money, right? Because it could have been a lot worse, but at the same time, I think that I think it's some BS that, that basically if you would have had those tokens or those coins in your possession, I'm sure you probably would have ended up selling if you were up 300, 400% on some of these projects. Some of them are up even more, right? Bitcoin to this day is up over 100%, and that's just Bitcoin. Imagine Solana. Solana's up over 500%. Imagine having an enormous bag of Solana. They're about to give you back the value of your Solana at when it was at probably like $20 or $30, which is crap, honestly. So it is what it is. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. It was a bad situation, but at the end of the day, at least you're getting your money back, right? At least you're getting your money back, and you can kind of move on from there. So, Prodigy, don't hate, bro. That word just, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you ever run through words, and it's like, you know what they are, you know the meanings, but it's like the being able to let it roll off my tongue, it just wasn't gonna happen. So. And yes, I do contribute it to possibly a few of these twisted teas that I've had today. So get off my back, bro. Remember what we always say on the channel. Don't drink in crypto. Don't drink in crypto, right? But if you do, make sure it's a twisted tea. And that brings me to our sponsor for today. I'm just kidding. One day they're going to sponsor me because they're like, bro, you chug these things daily. We're going to have to give you a little, like, ambassador or something, bro. We're just going to put a little twisted tree, little emblem on the bottom, you know, of your page or your channel. Give you guys a little link. So if you guys want to buy them in bulk, you guys get like a little 10% move, right? I think that'd be dope. All right. Anyways, so Donald Trump is set to dine with NFT buyers at Mar-a-Lago's. That's pretty dope. I mean, if we're not getting political, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's dope, whether it be him or if it was Biden that sold NFTs and they basically were like, you bought an NFT, come on, you can come over and have dinner with the person. I think that's dope, regardless if it's a celebrity or what. That's a pretty dope little move right there. That's a power move. So the Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump is scheduled to dine with purchasers of his Trump Mugshot Edition NFTs Wednesday as his Mar-a-Lago estate in a break from his highly publicized hush money trial over claims made by adult star Stormy Daniels. According to the copy of the dinner invitation reviewed by Axios, the presumptive Republican nominee will host supporters who bought a minimum of 47 Trump NFTs, each worth of $99 in value. Damn, that's pretty dope. And those NFTs sold, I mean, those things, like, they sold out immediately, and I think their floor price has skyrocketed. So not only did these people buy, a bunch and make a bunch of money, but now they get to, if they want, right? I'm sure maybe some of them are like, I don't want to go do that, right? And some people are like, hell yeah, right? They get to go sit down, even if you don't respect them, that you're still going to go sit down with a former president of the United States off of NFTs that you bought. That's pretty dope. So Trump, who purportedly made upwards of $1 million selling his self-branded NFTs in 2022 alone, originally launched the Mugshot edition of his digital souvenirs last December in an attempt to capitalize off of his August 2023 arrest for trying to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. The former U.S. president has previously advertised the dinner as a once-in-a-lifetime experience, with those who purchase over 100 NFTs eligible for exclusive treasures given out during his Mar-a-Lago gala dinner. Just last month, the team behind the Trump digital trading cards announced that the select number of his Mugshot Edition NFTs has officially been inscribed as Bitcoin ordinals. That's dope. Honestly, bro, that's dope, dude. He didn't only just drop it, but he dropped it on Bitcoin's ordinals too. Bruh, that was a power move. And this is what I'm saying. Like I told you guys the other day, and Amor, I see what you're saying. Just like I said the other day, if you go back to some of the interviews from what he was talking about, like a few years ago, he was like, I don't trust Bitcoin. If it's anything that, this is his exact words or something similar, he was like, anything that is competition with the dollar, I don't want anything to do with, and I don't like it, right? then you fast forward to a few months ago, him in an interview, and they were asking him about Bitcoin, and he said, "Listen, I can deal with it. I can deal with it." He's like, "I can see." He already in his words, he was saying, "I can see that it's not trying to take out the dollar, right?" He's like, I can deal with Bitcoin. I can accept it, and that was a big move, for anybody. Like I said, and we've covered this a few days ago as far as any political anybody that's running for office, whether it's president, senate, a governor, any of these big office seats. A lot of these people are changing their tune, or they're actually making it known that they do support Bitcoin or crypto, because they know that if you start bashing crypto, there's a big crowd of people. What did we read on another article? 40 million people as of now in America are trading or have traded crypto, right? That's a large number. That's a large number, because you guys know how we are too. We trade crypto. We talk to our friends about it. We talk to our family about it, stuff like that. So that's how it grows. These people are jumping on board, and if you are still some of those people out there, and I mean like the people that are holding office or are going to be running for office, and they're bashing crypto, like Elizabeth Warren. There's a couple other people that are out there running that are just like, they hate crypto. It's kind of, you look at them and you're like, do you have any affiliation with banks or anything like that? Because, like, why would you hate crypto? Honestly, why would you hate crypto? And then why wouldn't you want to push for some more? We need, not even more, we need regulation in crypto. As bad as it sounds, we need it. We need it so we can, protect and make sure that all that bad stuff that they're trying to say that happens in crypto. Well, all right, then let's pass some laws and let's protect the investors so some of that stuff doesn't happen. So, but I thought that was a pretty cool article. As far as that, whether you love them or you hate them, it was a power move. So, is this even worth? Let's see here. What is it? There was something here. House slated to vote today on controversial crypto bulletin SAB 121 resolution. Let's see here. If the resolution passes, it would formally press the SEC on backtrack on its controversial accounting bulletin. So the SAB 121 has gathered heat since it's launched in 2022 of April, because it requires banks to list liabilities and corresponding digital assets on their balance sheets, and what the federal regulator called an attempt to safeguard crypto assets. Concerns have swirled over the ethnicity of SAB 121, given that the SEC failed to submit a congressional report detailing the purported accounting bulletin. Again, SEC doing some sneaky stuff, right? Doing sneaky stuff. I'm telling you, once we get Gary Gensler the hell out of office, watch how fast the SEC turns around and actually starts looking for the little man, and actually they actually do stuff that's pro crypto, instead of right now just everything that they're trying to do is trying to just blackball crypto in any way. They're coming after the banks. They're coming after the banks now, because they know if they can't lose the banks. If they lose the banks, or the banks start accepting where they're like, yeah, you can hold digital assets in your bank account or whatever, they're screwed. They're screwed. Yeah, so Nico said it's better than nothing. Amor said Trump has stated he supports Bitcoin. I wonder who I'm voting for this year. It wasn't a bad move in my eyes, as far as just being pro crypto in general. It really isn't. It really isn't. So let's check out what the market's doing right now, because we did see a nice little sell-off. Look where Bitcoin is, guys. Look where it bounced. Look where it bounced. Right here at where I said this was going to come down to a few days ago. We talked about this. We talked about this coming down, and look where it bounced. I'm not saying it bounced so far. Found support right there, a hair right below it. Right around the 61 558. Let's see what happens here as far as that. What's going on with Solana? Because I probably missed my freaking... Oh, it didn't bounce all the way down. I'm waiting to see if we're going to come down and bounce off this 141. Now, the risky thing is do I open up a long? Do I open up a long at that 141? I'm sorry, not the 141. Do I open it up at, yeah, the 140. Basically 141, somewhere around there. We'll keep an eye on it. What was someone saying? Squirrel with knife? Where are we at here? It's still running. It's still running, bro. Sorry, I was checking the Discord. Yeah, no, it looks good. It does look good. I mean, it's definitely keeping that trend moving up. So, I mean, this would have been a beautiful spot when it broke out of the trend to buy in or maybe add to your bag somewhere around this 22 mark. But from where it's at, even with the market cap being so low, the only thing that kind of, I mean, the liquidity is not terrible. I guess it's not bad at all. So, project's been out for already almost 2 weeks. So, I mean, nothing to worry about as far as that. So, definitely numbers check out. Doesn't look bad at all as far as what it's been doing. So you can see when we open up a fib, beautiful bounce at the 382. And it looks like it's going to be coming up towards this 236. I will say, looking at the chart, there's been no support above the 236. You had this one bounce right here at the 236, came up, made a double top, and broke below. It has not bounced off this 236 for nothing. So I would keep an eye on it. If this thing can break above the 56.4 right here and find some kind of support above the 236, this thing's probably going to continue to obviously move to the upside, but most likely break this all-time high right here. So doesn't look bad. I guess the big test is going to be if it's going to break this the 56 mark on here. Damn, you bought $2,000. Nice. Is that what you said? You bought $2,000? You got in at 180K? What do you mean by that? What you talking about, Willis? You talking about you bought in at the 18 right down here? Let's look at something we haven't looked at in a few days. The volume for DeFi. So Solana's at 1.2 billion, Ethereum 1.2, Binance is down like crazy, 500 million. That's crazy. Base dethroned Arbitrum at 500 million, and Arbitrum's right here at 450 million. So you can see low numbers for volume for DeFi. Oh, you got in when the market cap was at 180,000. I got it, bro. Nice. So you're up. You're up at least almost maybe 2.5x right now. That's good, man. If you bought in $2,000 at that, then you're sitting pretty right now. No Diddy. No Diddy, guys. Just keep an eye on this. Oh, look where Solana bounced. If you guys want to learn how to find these spots for some support resistance, how we do this, make sure you guys hit that join button on Being a Better Trader. We basically have sessions every weekend, members only streams, and we pretty much cover everything. But a big thing that I do focus on is literally how I find support resistance levels, fib retracements, how I use these lines are not just scribbles everywhere. I actually use them for trading, leverage trading, and stuff like that. And definitely getting feedback from a lot of people that use that have been using, you know, my leverage trading and stuff like that. Maybe they're doing their own thing, but they have inquired what they've learned from the members only, and they're doing really well on leverage trading. So definitely $5, hit that join button and become a member of the channel. I want to zoom in here. Look at that beautiful bounce right there, bro. You cannot make this stuff up. Now the question is if we come back down, are we opening up a long right here, or should I stay out of the market? It's a little nerve-wracking as far as opening up a leverage. So you guys will see here, I already have everything set up as far as what I'm going to do for leverage trading. I have it at 50x right now. What I usually like to keep it at is around, I find that the 50x is a sweet spot for myself because it gives me plenty of time to really, plenty of range where I can, like let's say I open up a long and we drop down a little bit more, I can still stay in that trade without getting liquidated, and then obviously hope for a bounce. You know, you're not going to be able to pinpoint a lot of times where the bottom is. So you want to make sure you give yourself a little bit of room as far as, you know, not getting liquidated. So, Light, bro, what is going on, bro? You ain't been in here in a while. You have not been in here in a while, bro. What's going on? What's up, man? You sell your Milady? You sold your Milady, didn't you? You sold your Milady and you didn't want to come back and face the channel. That's what I'm predicting is what Light did. Light sold his bag and he's like, I can't go back into Crip's channel. Look at this. I'm going to open up a quick long. Let's just do like 20 bucks real quick. 20 bucks, 50x. Confirm. I just wish that it would like be instant, right? It takes, let's see if it opened up yet. Still hasn't opened up yet. Just grinds my gears, boys and girls. All right, opened it up. So you guys can see I just did something small. I did 25 bucks. I did $28. Did I? No, I did 25 bucks. So you guys can see I just did something small just to kind of show you guys, you know, what the move is. And we'll see. I mean, honestly, it's a risky play. It really is a risky play because you can see the market has been steadily moving down and I opened up a long, you know, so a very risky play. We'll see how it plays out. So my liquidation price is going to be at 138. Damn, that seems very close. That doesn't seem good right there. I don't like this play. 138. That means right down here is where I would get liquidated. I did it so fast. I probably should have moved my leverage a little less. Honestly, I probably should have moved my leverage a little less than where it was. But we'll see how it goes, how it plays out. Technically down right now 7% on this that move. So the charts, I will say they need to get a little bit better charts on here because it's terrible charts. Like it's not It's not easy on the eyes as far as trying to trade if you were just using these charts. Oof. Oof. Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. Soldier, I don't know if I would do it, bro. You guys can see I'm down 8% right now. I'm sure it's going to, this is lagged out too, so it's probably going to be more. The reason what I'm not happy about is that I opened up this the short. I didn't check to see where my liquidation zone is, and I don't like that it's right there at 138. Like, that's a little close for comfort, right? Technically, my liquidation zone is going to be right at 138.40. So right at this line right here is my liquidation zone. So I don't like this trade whatsoever. But it is what it is, right? Sometimes I just do it for you guys. That's why I did a small amount. So technically on that trade, I am down 20% already, guys. Let me zoom out real quick and see something. So where our line is 38.40. Yeah, I don't think that was a good play. This is kind of what happened earlier where I opened it up and I was like, oof. I was like, right when I opened it, I was like, I don't like this play. It was already down like crazy. So I had to sit there and just kind of wait and hope for the best. So if we jump back up, what was my entry? My entry was at 140.98, which I swear I bought in a lot lower, but 140.98, it's saying basically right at the line. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm going to be watching it because I honestly don't like this move that I opened up. I'm not even going to lie with you guys. I do not like it. In the meantime, let's look at some other projects. DeFi is getting... It's rough out there, guys. It really is. We might need to switch our strategies up a little bit because it's rough out there. Calls is let me see something here. Prodigy cap. Soldier, you know he's capping, bruh. My boy's capping hard. He said he's up 200% right now. All right. We getting a little bounce. I might end up just flying out of this trade. If we bounce, I'm flying out. I'm going to get my money back, guys. Oh, don't start hitting your head on there. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm about to close my look, I'm gonna hit the close right now. Damn, I'm down $3. It's my money. Should have just sold off. Don't be sending me no old screenshots, bro. You told me what happened earlier. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because look at my play now. Look at my play, buddy. Y'all thought I was scared the whole time. Oh, shit. It's going back down. Look, I'm in the green. I'm going to cash out and just get my money back. Because I don't like this play. So. I don't like that play whatsoever. I'm sorry. I just jumped out. Pretty much just broke. I think I was up 2% or something, whatever it said. Can y'all see that? Yeah, you can. I jumped out. I got the hell out of there. Yeah, Soldier, you know it is, bro. You know he's sending old screenshots before he while he was up briefly but didn't even sell. I'm looking on the Discord to see what he sent me. Let's see. I mean, he technically is, because he has the stream up. So I'll give him that. Prodigy, what did you open up? Did you open up a obviously a short? You had to vote. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, short. Don't come in here like you're a master trader, bro. Don't come in here like you're this big trader, you know? Just kidding. No, that's dope, bro. I'm happy. I'm also happy that I was able to jump the hell out of that trade without losing any money. Whoa. Don't be cursing it on the chat now. And you know what? You're up 200%. But technically, until you hit that sell button, you're not really up. So don't come at me later on saying you messed up again. Look, you guys see why I sold? This is what the market's been doing all day today. All day today. Soldier, bro. Bruh. You don't even know the half of it, man. All I'm saying is if call comes down to this 55 area right here, if it comes down and retests this area, I have a feeling it's going to break. It's going to break is what my opinion is. If it comes down to this, this 55.8 right here, I have a feeling it's most likely going to break down. I don't think it's going down to 0 or anything like that, but I think what call needs, and this is it's not just call. Don't think this is just a call thing, because we can look at all the projects right now on Cronos. They're all in the red. They're all in the red right now. And I told you guys this a while back, like a few weeks ago. I said if the markets continue to kind of be on that downward slope, it will eventually trickle over to DeFi. And we're starting to see the gist of it now, where a lot of people are pulling out, no diddy, out of DeFi as well, while the markets aren't looking the best, right? So Soldier, don't worry about him, bro. Don't worry about him. Once we get off the Discord, we're roasting his ass. No diddy. We're going to roast him. Amor. Oh, man. Amor said, I got to ask, what does no diddy mean? Oh, man. Amor, you're in the Discord, right? I'll if you're in the Discord, I'll explain it. Don't Prodigy delete everything you have typed up right now. Delete everything you have typed up right now and don't send it. We'll cover it in the Discord, not on here. There's a time and place for everything. But it's like a funny little slang that we have to say when you're around Prodigy. So because if you don't say it around Prodigy, he starts looking at you like, oh, okay. Yeah, check the Discord. I'll let you know exactly what it is. All right, guys. So you guys see that we turned this into a leverage trading night, but you guys can see why I hopped out and got the hell out, because when I jumped in, I didn't feel confident about that leverage that I jumped in on, And look, right when I got the opportunity for me to jump out and just basically break myself even, I hopped the hell out, right? I jumped out, and that was me breaking even off of even paying the fees. So I technically was up a few percent. Who cares? I was able to pretty much just get my money right back, and I jumped out, right? I jumped out because I wasn't comfortable with this trade, and look, I'm glad that I did because it's coming right back down towards those levels. So this is pretty much what it's been like all day today. So, as far as opening up longs in this environment that we're in right now, extra risky. But if we do see any blimps, like where we move up, I think catching the shorts for right now would be the play. So that's what I think would be the play. So anything trending, look, Super Trump is trending. It's up, 10%? Probably because of that whole NFT thing. Milady's coming back down to that 100 million mark. So Moore said, Crip, I need your bottom level for call. Bottom level? So, bottom level for right now, because if there's always a bottom. There's always a new bottom that can be made, right? But for right now, my bottom level for right now is going to be this 55. This 55 is what's got to hold. We technically, when we came down on this drop right here, we didn't test 55. We came down to 57, right? And it looks like it was bouncing back up, continued on this downward move. It was a fake out. You can see a nice red candle. It's already formed. I'm thinking we're going to most likely come back down to this 55. And what I was saying was that I am not too confident that we're going to see a bounce like we did previously off this 55 and start going on a beautiful run. Just given the environment that we're in right now, and like I said, it's not just call. This is all of crypto. Even DeFi right now is not doing the best. It's not doing the best. So the next level that I would mark, and I think this is like the line in the sand, will be this 39, this 40 mark right here. You can see we tested this level, consolidated, tested the level before. That's going to be the next spot that we need to hold. If we break the 55, we come back down and we test this 40. If we break that 40, we're going back to pre-crypto.com listing days, right? We're going to be coming down, and that's when I'm going to be sitting there waiting to pounce, no diddy, on call. So Amor said, if call hits 20 million, that's my Milady entry point I originally did last year. There you go. So you're setting yourself goals. Make sure you stick to it, right? So you're saying if it drops down to about 20 million market cap, that's going to be possibly a good entrance or entry as far as jumping in. Wouldn't be a bad time. Even when I think about 20 million, I guess that isn't too bad. It's just like I got to put my ego to the side because I was buying in, or I bought in my big bag of call when it was at $500,000, So even thinking about 20 million, I'm like, damn, that's still pretty high. But we're never going to go back down under $1 million market cap. It's just never going to happen unless something crazy happens with the project. It's not going to happen, right? So and it's funny as you say that, Nico, a lot of old school stock investors were telling me, they were like, sell in May and walk away, right? That's the saying in the stock market. Sell in May and walk away. And that's probably what we're seeing a little mix of, right? We're seeing, because if you look on paper, everything is bullish for crypto for the most part, right? You have the SEC, but they're like a little gnat, right? They're like a little gnat that just won't go away, but it's like, you can live with it, right? They're not going to really bring the markets down. But like, what's holding crypto? What's holding Bitcoin down? Who knows? But there always is that old school saying, sell in May and walk away, right? And that might be what we're seeing for right now, is that just historically speaking, May usually is a time where people sell off and they go and pounce back in later in the year. So I personally, with crypto, I'd never really have taken heed to that necessarily. because I always think about just not trying to time the market and take advantage of dips, right? Long term, obviously when you're up, I always tell you guys, don't get greedy, take your profits and reposition yourself, right? I always tell you guys that, and that you guys see it. I do it myself, and I tell you guys, I just sold this. I'm buying back in when it gets to these levels. I tell you guys, look, we just hit these levels. I'm buying back in. That's what I do, right? Sometimes a lot of times it works out great, but sometimes you get left behind, like call. Like I said, I bought in at a great price. I did sell, bought back in, sold. I was swing trading. I made really good money on call, but if I would have held on to it and just not timed the market, I would have made 20x more than what I made, if not more. So it is what it is, right, guys? But the point of the story, I guess the point of us being in crypto, right, is making money. So as long as you're doing that, I guess you can't get mad at yourself because you didn't make the full potential of what you see, looking back, right? Hindsight 2020, there's always something to look back and criticize, right? I should have done this, I should have done that. Well, when you're in the moment, you don't know what the hell is going to happen. So you're trying to make the best, decisions at that time. Sometimes you make the best decisions, sometimes you don't make the best decisions, and you look back and you're like, I should have done this or should have done that. There's nothing we can do about that. But like I said, as long as you're making money, you're doing something correct. So, and that's just how it rolls. That's just how it rolls, guys. So let's look at a recap, because I do need to go to dinner. Bitcoin did break below the 61.6 like we were talking about. And let me see if this thing, now it broke below, and now it's using it as a resistance. So I'm going to be honest, guys, it doesn't look great. Remember, the next level that we have right now is going to be that 59.6 area. That 59.6 is going to be the next area for some support. We might need to come back down and retest these levels, because it might be a good spot where we can basically take out the sellers and bring in the buyers, right? For Milady, our next spot for some solid support, because we're in between, our next spot's going to be that 14.1 right here. What is it? Yeah, 14.2 is going to be the next spot for some solid support. That's pretty much where we bounced at last time. So hopefully we can drop down. I wouldn't be upset, because I'm just adding to my bag at this point for Milady, just accumulating. I'm trying to get that bag back that I had close to 100 billion. So I'm on a mission to get that back at a fraction of the price of what I sold it at. So we'll see how that goes. So for tonight, your homework is to watch the markets. 14.2 is going to be the spot for Milady that we're looking for. Bitcoin right now, it's still hovering over around our support level, so it could easily just bounce right back above. But if we do start breaking down more, be prepared. We might see a sub $60,000 Bitcoin briefly. So don't say you weren't warned. All right. Do not say you were not warned. But I have good news, guys. We're going to be fine. I'm telling you this. I've been through this in my journey through crypto. This isn't my first rodeo. Been all up and down. Bear, bull, bear, bull. You know what I'm saying? So this has happened before. Like I said, we could be looking at this kind of price action for the next 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks longer. It could be longer, right? Time frames usually differ, but what we're going through right now is normal for a bull market. So don't get scared. Don't sell at a loss if you don't have to. Hold tight. We're all in this together. Join that Discord if you have any questions, or if you need me to give you some motivation. Like, bro, you're good. You're going to make this. Hit that join button. Most of all, hit that like, subscribe. Make sure you guys join the memberships. I know a couple people needed help as far as trading and stuff like that. We're going to go through all that in this weekend's members only course. So make sure you guys hit that join button. And also remember what I said. We just had an airdrop for NFK, our native token. We just had an airdrop last weekend. If you guys do join and this week, you guys are still eligible to get that airdrop. So all you have to do is become a member, and I can walk you through as far as getting a Solana wallet and us airdropping you some NFK tokens, so you guys can start your bag for NFK, because we're going to the top for NFK as well. So other than that, guys, thank you. I know today was an early stream. If you're watching this later on, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. We'll be back here tomorrow around the same time that we normally have our streams, around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I thank you guys so much. If you need me, I'll be in the Discord. Thank you again. Have a great night. See you guys.